Do you ever feel like you just don't have enough time for every single thing that you want to do? Well, I can relate. I often feel like that. And wait, do you hear that sound? What is that sound? Is that RuneScape? RuneScape. Dude, I do not have time for you specifically. Get out of here. I know when I was 15, I said I would play again, but come on. Now is not the time. Get out of here. Well, okay, maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. I don't know. Hey there, what's up? We've got a fresh account right here. His name is Tommy F, and he is going to get 99 range in 1 month. And if I don't, I'll liquidate my bank and give it all away. I want to try to do all the free-to-play quests except for Dragon Slayer 1 and get those out of the way. I really prioritize questing early game as it unlocks areas, teleports, and gets you some pretty quick levels right away. While I was free-to-play, I did go ahead and do some combat magic training just so I can get some more teleports, and that really came in handy for a lot of the members' quests. Once I got members, I prioritized quests like Tree Gnome Village, Waterfall, and Fight Arena to get me basically 40s in all my combat stats. With some combat stats under my belt, the only thing that I really needed was some overhead prayers, so I tried Lava Dragons and that didn't go so well, so then I got a Slayer task with Green Dragons, banked all the bones, and then used all those bones on the Chaos Altar, and in one Slayer task of like 70 dragons, I got 45 prayer, so I was pretty happy with that. With overhead prayers, I wiped through Dragon Slayer 1 and Monkey Madness 1, and that was about the extent of the early game questing complete. And now finally time to train some range. I was here from levels like 5 to 64, and that took me about 10 to 15 hours of just straight grinding. Really didn't cost all that much, it was just a lot of time. As I was getting close to done, my boy Buttered Bun stopped by, gave me a dragon crossbow and some other range items, so that just gave me the inspiration to go the extra mile and go ahead and get 64 while I was here so I could wield that beautiful, beautiful dragon crossbow right away. So got a nice little jump start from my boy, just in perfect timing to excel us into the next chapter of this account. Revenants are one of RuneScape's wilderness activities, and they can be extremely profitable. Their drop table includes things from 500,000 coins to 30 million coins in a single item, so they can be very profitable. But this activity is very dangerous because it is in the wilderness where other players can come up to you, slaughter you, and take all of your items. But if I have any hope in getting 99 range by the end of this month, I'm going to need some major money bags, so we're going to have to try this method and see if I can make millions. In preparation for Revs, I did go ahead and bought a bunch of arrowheads from the shop in the Ranging Guild, and then I sold them to the Grand Exchange, and more or less almost doubled my money with that, so I had a very nice buffer just in case I died once or twice. Nice to see some low levels down here. Yes, sir. Uh-oh, there's somebody. The place is crawling with people, my goodness. I don't know, I'm just gonna stick to these low guys for a little while, and just like that, we made 40k! Look at that, that's great. And we made it out safe and sound. I saw a lot of people that were indeed very close to my level, but I think they were all either doing the same thing that I was, or they could see the pee streaming down from my pants and didn't want to get anywhere near that. Let's tally up our loot real quick. We've got 1, 2, 3 things. 120k. Worth it? That's great. Okay, so I used the teleport that I got from a drop, and it took me to freaking level 40 wilderness. Jesus. Alright, I don't know why, but this guy seems cool. He's level 80, and I am only level 62, but he didn't seem like a PKer. So far, this trip has been not super profitable. I still have over here on the right my loot from both trips so far, this being the second trip. I did just get another one of the bracelets, so yeah, definitely in the positive. But as far as ranged XP, it's decent. I feel a little limited as to what I can kill. If I came here with a charged bracelet, I could probably go for orcs or something like that, and that might have a much better drop table, but I mean, this is chill. We are out of here. He could have got me. I'm risking over 1,000,000 coins because I went ahead and bought the amulet that gives me 20% extra damage towards these guys, so I do not want to die. So I tried going in the next day and died immediately. I think I'm going to take a break on this method. I didn't really lose much. I only lost 300k, so definitely went up like 1.5 mil, and so now my bank is worth 7.5 million coins, which is insane. Like, how did that happen already? At this point, I've played the game for about 80 hours, and I'm pretty happy as to where I'm at skill-wise, but there's still a long way to go. The ultimate goal here is to get 99 range. There's a lot of fun side stuff like Slayer, but that's like 20 to 50k range XP an hour. 99 in a skill is 13 million XP, so that's like 260 hours of Slayer that I would have to do, and that ain't happening. So hear me out on this one. There is a way to get 99 range in a reasonable time. It turns out if you throw exploding chinchompas at zombie monkeys, you get insanely fast XP, somewhere in the range of 200,000 XP per hour. But to do this cost about 900 coins per chinchompa, and I needed to throw about 60,000 chins at these monkeys, so that's a little over 50 mil. There are actually several ways to throw exploding chinchompas at zombie monkeys. Short fuse, medium fuse, and long fuse. If you throw them defensively, it gives you range and defense XP. So let me tell you where I'm going with all this. I want to get my mage range and defense up just a bit so that I can put myself in a good position to start to do some real bosses. I've got 3 different bosses in mind for different reasons. 1, Barrows is like a low-level, easy money maker that I've always really enjoyed in the past. 2, just to start to get some of my prayer switching mechanics down, I want to get my first ever fire cape and then attempt Zulrah, the snake boss, who has some very decent loot. My plan with that is to loot Zulrah and spend that on range, and then loot Zulrah and then spend that on range, and just keep on going. To unlock the areas that some of these creatures in, I need to do a little bit of questing as well as a really quick 10-hour agility grind. I'm also going to do some alching while training agility, very click intensive to train my magic at the same time. I'm just absolutely bored of doing this at Canifis, although I have managed to rack up 75 marks of grace, and I've managed to do a very decent amount of alching. I've gained a couple levels. What I really need to get is 51 agility to get to Zulrah, but Zulrah is like 3rd on the task, so I'm going to take a little break on training agility right now and go do some Barrows. Also, this is just a clean, unsponsored shout out. While I was doing this agility grind, I was watching a lot of Settled and Framed, both really cool RuneScape YouTubers, so if you or either of them likes and subscribes to my video and channel, I would be just absolutely delighted. Although I won't be producing much more RuneScape specific content, I will be using the music for RuneScape because, gosh, the music is honestly one of the most coolest parts about RuneScape and really makes it quite the special game. Like this song right here, Pinball Wizard, freaking awesome. So on that note, let's go do some Barrows. Alright, first chest ever, here it goes. What do we got? What do we got? Oh my god, I got a piece. Now let me tell this guy about it real quick. Just spent 200,000 GP on this Iban staff upgrade right there from this lovely dark mage. So let me tell you, after doing 50 of these runs, I started out kind of bad. I was using maybe like 1.5 or even 2 whole prayer potions, like 8 whole doses per run, and using half of my food, and I would teleport back after every single run. But by the end of this, I was prayer flicking. If I would even be so bold as to go into Derek's crypt with 15 prayer points off of maybe 1 dose of prayer potion and be totally comfortable prayer flicking him while maging him to death. I only died once during this, and it was to Varak because he just kept beating me up in the tunnels, and man, he really got to me. But that was okay, I didn't lose anything. I just went back and picked up all my stuff. So yeah, by the end of it, I was able to do maybe 2 or even sometimes 3 runs with 1 load, which included 3 prayer potions. I really wanted to be a lot more conservative with my prayer potions and teleports, because those are kind of the 2 most expensive consumable things that I was using, other than runes, of course. So all in all, I spent about 1.3 mil on supplies and made total gross 2.7 mil. So I profited 1.4 mil and went ahead and sold it and spent almost entirely all my profit on some Zamorak God D'hide. So I'm looking pretty good, hot and ready to go for the next part of this video, which is Tis God Jad. Hey, range level, alright. The Tazar Fight Caves is a safe minigame in RuneScape where you get to face off a bunch of creatures, starting out with these little prayer-draining, annoying little bats, and then they go up to those blobs, level 90 rangers, level 180 meleeers that hit real hard, level 360 magers that will just absolutely demolish you if you don't have Protect from Mage on, and then finally on wave 62 you get to face Tiztok Jad, and he is a behemoth and will absolutely one-hit you if you're not prepared. I'm going into these fights with some hella basic gear. I do have God D'hide and a dragon crossbow, so that's decent. That's not as bad as it gets. I am using prayer pots and food sharks to start out with predominantly, which is pretty budget. I don't really do the combo food thing with Sarah Brews and Super Restores. Maybe I'll go to that in a little bit. If a couple tries does not yield well, I will try not to prayer flick, but I mean, I'm addicted to it. I love prayer flicking, you know what I'm saying? And I died again. I can't even get to Jad. This is going so slow with the dragon crossbow. I am going to take a little bit of a break to do some agility, to get my level up so I can do those quests for Zulrah, and also do some Slayer just to get a couple more range levels, get some hit point levels. Slayer is honestly really fun, near and dear to my gameplay style. I really enjoy it. It's very easy. Slayer is a nice break from all the mechanics that the bosses are so heavy in, and that is a lot of where this game is going, especially like higher tier boss wise, is really mechanic heavy, which is awesome. I mean, there is a lot of skill in playing this game and playing it well in a lot of the later game bosses, some of which I will see very, very soon. Zulrah! While I'm sitting here praying melee and cannoning these bandits, let me tell you, I have also been trying my hand at flipping items on the Grand Exchange for profit. Basically, buy low, sell high. I did get GE Tracker's monthly subscription where they basically just have a whole bunch of data as to what everything is selling for, and in total, I did make about 500,000 coins, buying low, selling high, mostly cannonballs and rune arrows. It was cool. It was something that I've always wanted to do, and I think it is extremely fascinating how fleshed out the RuneScape market is, so there's that. Look at this awesome volcano with a Slayer Master right on top of it. I'm here walking up, gonna get me a Slayer task because I got 75 combat. Guess how? You know what? I hit that Chaos Altar one more time, but oh my gosh, this Slayer dungeon is so cool. I'm killing Hellhounds right here, and honestly, this is just pretty awesome. The cool thing about this Slayer Master is the creature she assigns you always drop brimstone keys, which you can take and open this box, and ooh, I got 150k worth of loot. That's cool. And next task is Blood Velds. Okay, let's go. Towards the end of this task of 164 blood velds, I spawned a insatiable blood veld, and it might drop a 44 mil item, the imbued heart. Oh my god, is that it? Oh no, that's just another blood veld head. And I'm just gonna go do some more questing. I should get a strength level from this. Bam, there we go. Not that Haunted Mine is on the critical path, nor gaining strength levels is on the critical path towards Jad or Zulrah or 99 range, but you know, it's fun. And there's some more XP drop from Fremenic Trials, alright! And Horror from the Deep complete. This will give me another strength level, and ooh, I just love that sound. I mean, there's like over 2,500 levels to gain, so you hear that sound a lot, but it's so satisfying to hear. And this does give me access to the Book of War, which I did happen to buy the pages for 14k. Not much, but it does have a nice prayer boost, so might come in handy. And alright, now we're back on task. Let me just use this catapult real quick here. Awesome. Yep, that's quest complete right there, and that is a requirement for getting to Zulrah, so that is a necessary thing to do right there. But no free levels, come on, man, what the heck? I'm doing roving elves right now, and oh my gosh, this thing has hit me like 6 times, and oh my, right when I turn the camera on, it stops hitting me. That's crazy. Alright, everybody's favorite patch of sticks, here we go. Oh yeah, I forgot that you get a crystal bow from this. That's pretty awesome. I like crystal bows. They're way more expensive than useful, but they're freaking awesome. It's a crystal bow. While I'm in this neck of the woods, let's talk to this High Priestess Zulrah. That must be a British word. About Zulrah. Basically, it sounds like they sacrifice people to Zulrah, and they're about to sacrifice this little gnome child. And I'm like, no, sacrifice me instead! And so all we gotta do is just go down to this little boat, and they ferry me out there, and here we are. There he is. And here I am. Alright, Zulrah attempt number 1. Just kidding, I don't really have any items, but this isn't so bad. He's not even attacking me, he's just spitting out. Oh, I guess I should not stand there. Oh, not there either. Alright, there's his mage form. He's weak to range, and I shouldn't stand here either. Okay, alright. I don't even know where to stand, and I'm dead. Alright, and now a beginner clue scroll casket. Let's see what I got. And it's body runes and cabbages. Alright, 400 GP, that's great. Now, what was I doing again? Oh yeah, I was trying to fight Jad. There he is! Okay, great. This is the first time I've ever seen him on any account ever. I've never fought this big boy. I apologize for the metronome ticking. That was for prayer flicking. But I do not need to prayer flick on this guy. I just need to change back and forth between range and mage. If he stands on his legs, I need to prayer mage. If he stomps, I need to prayer range. That's really all it is. About halfway through the fight, he will spawn these little healer guys. And I did miss a prayer there. I got very lucky. Let's see what happens. No. Pray mage! Pray mage! Oh my gosh! Dang it. The thing that sucks is it takes 45 minutes to an hour to get to him. Like, he's really not too bad. So, okay, let's try again. Here we go. Jad attempt number 2, and also I forgot to mention I got myself a toxic blowpipe, and it's pretty much the best weapon used for this. It's range, it's great, it costs like 3 mil, and it costs like 2 mil to charge it, and it runs out of charges every once in a while, but it's not too bad. So here we go, dying again at Jad. Wah, wah, wah. So I should mention I'm only like 77 range, and I only have a couple days of membership left. So you remember when I said I might have to liquidate my bank and give it all away if I didn't get 99 range? That might be coming. But not without grinding out some Zulrah kills first. Okay, here I am, actually in some real gear, and we're not doing too bad. Yeah, here we go. Look at that ring of recoil at work. If those little snakelings hit me with my ring of recoil, it instantly kills them because they only have 1 health. Look at that. Me thinking I know where I'm going. Wait, why is there poison here? I'm getting so confused with the spawns. Oh, eat. Okay, alright, I'm alive. Sweet. Attack the big snake. No, the big snake. The big one. Why? So, yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't even bring a prayer potion in this run, but I did get a decent amount of progress and training and learning done off the camera. I didn't record every single run, but honestly, recording them and then watching the recordings was very helpful to help me learn about what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. And I actually did manage at one point to defend myself against Zulrah's Jad phase. That's right, Zulrah has a Jad phase which he switches back and forth between mage and range. Does that sound familiar or what? And yeah, obviously I'm just having a difficulty with this one, but I only tried this about 25 times, and honestly, if I tried it 25 more times, I might get a kill. Dying here is totally safe, because you can just go claim all your items from the lady right outside the boat, and I can get back to this place by teleporting to Catherby and then using the boat system for 3200 GP to get pretty close to Zulrah in, really honestly, under a minute. I can get back to my stuff and try it again and again, and if I was able to kill him, I'd be doing hella runs per hour, but no, he's the one killing me. But whoa, wait, back it up, hold on, hit the rewind button. Whoa, what is that? Is that a rune pouch? Tommy F, where did you get that? Alright, you caught me. I played Last Man Standing. It's a little mini game where you get maxed out gear. You go in whatever level you are, level 3 if you want, with no stats, no armor, no money, and you get banging gear, and you get to face off against other people, and they are all either really good at PKing, they're really good at their prayer switches, their armor switches, and they will annihilate you very easily. Or just so happens, if you play from the hours of 1 a.m. to 5 a.m., the minigame is full of bots and you can just go around killing the bots. I was actually so lucky to be like the only legitimate player in a game or two in the absolute middle of the night, and I won the entire game, which is a complete anomaly because I'm so bad at the mechanics at this game. I mean, I'm not bad. I'm learning. I'm getting there, and as you can see in this little fight right here, I'm not the worst. I'm not the worst. But yeah, it was a rare occasion that I actually killed someone that knew what they were doing. But killing bots did get me this tier 1 cape for winning an entire game. And where is it? It also got me 75 points to get the rune pouch. And yep, I do not have 99 range by the end of this month. The month is up. It is time to liquidate this bank and give it all away. I'm gonna have some fun giving this all away. My plan is to sell everything and then go to a free-to-play world and just give out some free money. You just never really quit, at least in my experience. RuneScape, I've been playing this game off and on for 15 years, and it was really fun to do a video of this. This video took approximately 175 hours at least to make. I got a bunch of total levels. I learned a lot about the game. I really enjoyed the RuneLite plugin. I really enjoyed the GE tracker. I'm not sponsored by anything on any of this, so if you want to just hit that like and subscribe button, that would mean the world to me. This game is full of community. I joined a small little clan with one of my friends, and I was also in another chat groups on Discord. Yeah, it's really just cool to sit down and play this game with your buddies. So shout outs to my friend Buttered Buns and Mama May. Thank you guys so much for having fun with me this month. I really learned a lot about the game mechanics this month with doing last man standing for gear switches and prayer switching, trying Jad for the prayer switching and just kind of general boss grind, and then Zulrah. I really think Zulrah is great practice for learning how positioning and switching and prayers all work and work together. It is so cool to see this game develop and evolve over time. I mean, there was not even close to half the things that there were back when I used to play. There's so much mid and late game stuff to do, so many more bosses, so much more high level gear, and the things that fascinate me about this game are the market, the depth of the market, things that you can do in that, buy low, sell high, learn about really applicable real life things and practice them with, you know, it's not fake gold. I mean, this gold is shiny little pixels that are meaningful. But the experience is real. Hanging out with your friends, playing this game, creating goals are all real life things that I really think RuneScape helped me develop a lot of. So I have a lot of love for this game. I love the music. It brings back so much nostalgia. And I'm quite thankful for my experience here.